What's up? This is Steve Maeda here.
Hi, it's Chris Pacheco.
And basically what we are doing is we are on the first day, or we just got done with the first day of our kick-ass workshop. So awesome. We have 2 clients. I know everybody says, don't sell how many you have, but whatever, we were supposed to have 4, we got 2. But we're happy, we're kicking ass. This is the best workshop. And so what we want to do is every day we want to tell you about this. What is this, a pepper? This isn't an apple.
It looks like a pepper, yeah.
Tell you exactly what happened and the things that we learned from our in-field experience working with these clients, content for you so that you can actually apply them to your life and be basically a man of status. We're about to teach, we just woke up, and so basically we want this to go on YouTube. 10 minutes is our limit, so I'm going to set it to 8 minutes. When this timer goes off, we're going to stop talking. All right, so we have to go quick. So what is it that you noticed with, we had 2 clients, both very different.
Very, very different. The guy I had is a little bit overly sure of himself, sort of a little bit of a superior.
Very alpha
entrepreneur. He's used to speaking to like thousands of people, loud and projecting himself. His body language is like that, his voice is like that, his eye contact, everything.
Gets what he wants.
Aggressive, very syncopated.
Yeah.
So what we did was we went to a strip club, and I noticed his body language was very syncopated, very dominating.
Kind of like us right now.
Yeah, like this. And so I told him, I said, that sends off a message too, right? Doesn't body language do that? It's important. So I told him what you should do is round out your actions instead of doing this and doing that. I told him he had to lower himself physically and meet her eyes, with eye contact, or even lower it as much as possible, even below her eye contact, because that shows a level of submission a little bit.
Right.
And in his actions, the way he talks, and his body language, I told him not to do this a lot. Because you're not trying to sell her something,
There's basically 2 badass things that Chris did for him. And the first one is this body language thing where in the community you'll hear always gain value, lean back, and all this sort of stuff. But what she's actually saying is not be needy. You're not being needy, but you're actually coming in and instead of talking down to somebody, this is it, this is my value, which is kind of what he's very good at and works for him, but then the result never ends up very good. Is that instead just be like, oh man, dude, you know what? We're equals, and we want to emotionally exchange. When that was happening, or hopefully when he gets to that point, it's going to be, that's where his results are going to come. But go on to the second technique just out of time, because this is awesome. This kind of breaks down a lot of the things you hear about strippers and strip clubs, and this worked so
well. This was particularly a slow night, right? So the girls look bored. And so he notices one girl on the main stage. He's like, well, I have to talk to her. I said, okay, well, do not just look at her on the main stage. Well, so anyway, there's a rotation. So she had to go to the second stage, and there was nobody really in the club tipping her. So she's there bored. I said, this is what you do. Now go there and take her a $5 bill. Not five ones. A $5 bill, because that imprints in my mind whenever I've received something $5 or $10. Who's that guy,
Yeah.
And so I said, go there and give her that money, and don't kiss her ass. Don't be like, oh, you're so hot. Just say something like, oh, I like the way you move, and just keep eye contact and smile and walk away. Something very simple and subtle. And she'll look for you. She'll look for you because in the midst of everybody not giving her any money or not even giving her any attention at all of a sudden this guy shows up, gives her a $5 bill, and tells her something very sweet and walks away.
So what you want in a strip club, look, they always say don't give strippers money. You don't want to be a customer. That in itself is not actually being a customer. Basically, the situation, there's one stage, there's a whole bunch of stages in every strip club. Sometimes there's 3, sometimes there's 10, whatever. She was at the second stage, and there was a 4th stage where we were actually seated at. We didn't really intend this, but it just kind of worked out. So Chris told our clients, go up, give her a $5 bill. Anyway, over time, she rotates to our stage, and at that point, then they just had a conversation out of sales mode, be able to exchange with us a slow night. Look, one of the things, and what I forgot about, I haven't been to a lot of the strip clubs in Dallas in a while. At that club that we were at, I had known a few people, but then we went to this other club, which is like the most baddest thing, and I was like, I saw my friends, and it was just like, oh man, da 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 da. When you start doing these things and you get the idea of what the lighthouse is somebody who is safe for everybody to talk to in the club. That's what you want, where the girls take their breaks with. What happened with this girl that our client, when he gave the money to it wasn't like, oh man, I'm going to give you money, I'm going to give you money. It was actually like, hey, I'm a friend, I'm going to talk to you. And it was really cool. Now, the night evolved into other things, but look, that situation I saw set up badass, and that's kind of like a new little technique.
Well, it's one of those things that because I'm a dancer myself, and I know what's going through their minds, and you're naked and tired, and there's nobody looking at you, and you want, any little thing is a reprieve, and that is a little bit of a reprieve. So that's beyond money. It's about the attention, about some kind of respect. and I noticed you. It's beyond the money
Totally,
situation. So.
totally. Anyway, it works in the product. We probably get more into.
So just review that guy, the alpha guy.
Yeah.
Body language calmed him down.
Yes.
Brought him down to her level. Rounded out his actions. Kind of like softened them up and his voice. So that is what he needed because he's the alpha guy. But you had someone completely
so somebody completely different, very sexually motivated, has gotten good results with game, able to get SNLs, but not with women that he wanted. He would go for women that were easier for him, and like psychologically, that's a lot more simple. So what we had to decide was we wanted to get him motivated first, and so that's really our goal for today. If he can talk to younger women that are hot, half his age, then start to feel something sexual with them, that would achieve our goal. Because right now he's not feeling it. He's able to get sexual. When he feels sexuality from a woman that is obviously not as good, or obviously he can match whatever insecurities with that big thing. Now, the reason why this is important is yesterday I got an email from a guy, and I got a text from my client this morning, which are saying the same thing. Both guys are in their 40s, and they're saying, look, you guys were talking about this abundance and selectivity, Chris and I, last night when we were debriefing, but at the same time, I don't feel that I can get a younger woman. Why would a younger woman want me? Here is the thing, guys. It's not why a younger woman would want you, or a girl who has more would want you. It's about how you're going to communicate with her, which is going to get that. It's not about what you immediately see.
Yeah, it's actions, like you said. You said actions.
And the best thing is look, I can meet, here's a quick perspective. I can meet the hottest girl in the world. If she doesn't match up with whatever thought process with me, I'm not attracted to her. Right now, Chris is dating, a couple people, but you have two guys that are very different, which hopefully we're going to write about, but we're so busy with all this stuff. One is this sculpted guy doing everything right in his life, everything you want, getting his own business started. The other guy really has nothing going on, has like grunt jobs, but is a total man. How they communicate with you, though, what's attractive is not that checklist. Not the like, oh my God, he's this, and that, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's that how he makes you feel as a woman. Yes. And so what older guys got to realize is their natural advantages. One, stability. They are sexually comfortable, relationship comfortable. They have every advantage over a younger man. A younger man gets dramatic about all this stuff. He doesn't know what he wants, doesn't know how to communicate. An older man, when you approach a woman, or if you have status, like let's say if I worked with a guy who's 26, but this guy has status going for in his life, you met him.
Well, like the guy that
But in any case, if status is it's the same game that you're playing. Yes. And so that status is actually communicating, it's overriding. And when people talk to you, or when people are talking to them, they assume that you're somebody who's together, somebody who's sexually confident, somebody who's deliberate, somebody who has intensity, who has intent, who has that calm energy that's going to somehow rein in their chaotic sexual energy. And a woman does not know, there's the timer. Really quick, a woman may not even want to be seduced, but it's you that brings her out, or that's where the attraction starts. All right, so the timer went off, we probably have one more minute. Look, these workshops this is the best, dude. It is the best.
It's really amazing. I'm learning a lot too, even doing this. And sharpening my own sword, and I know you're sharpening.
Dude, this is, I've worked with a lot of people. It's better than I've had with anybody. We're more direct. I mean, we are seriously tearing these guys down and building them up. I mean, I feel good about it. Whereas most boot camps, people are assholes to the clients. Really quickly too, look, we're giving you this free content so that you do it. I'm sick. Chris and I we watch tons of people's videos. They suck. I'm sick of listening to marketers and saying this is what you need to do. We're friends with some of the best marketers in the world, and they're helping us out. And look, we do not want to have that propel us. We want quality, and we want people to get something out of it. So go out there and do it.
Just do it. You gotta just jump
go to our site, get on our email list, all that fun stuff. But make it kick ass, and we'll keep doing these videos, and we'll make them consistent.
Yeah, keep up with us. Definitely. Thanks so much for watching.
Yes.